Fake news.
The show.
Alright, time right now is 27 minutes after the top of the hour. Front page is being brought to you by Walgreens. Need the right relief fast. Swing by your local Walgreens today with brands like Robitussin. You'll get cough relief that lasts for hours. What up, Brad?
What up, Cracklin? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad, and these are the headlines that are trending right now at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Well, a group of women accusing President Trump of sexual misconduct are holding a news conference at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time in New York City. That is something I and you do not want to miss. Must-see TV. Meanwhile, every Chicago police officer is now equipped with a body camera. Mayor Rahm Emanuel announced yesterday that over 7,000 officers are now outfitted with the device more than a year ahead of schedule, which is amazing because Chicago needs that because the shooting and all kinds of crazy stuff is ridiculous, and we need to see and they need to give account for the things that are going on. Anyway, fire crews in California are hoping for a break as the fifth largest blaze in the state's history continues to spread. Our thoughts and prayers go out to people who have lost their homes and who are like in the way of those fires. And that's got to be crazy. I hope everybody got good insurance because, Lord have mercy, I just don't know what I would do if that was me. Anyway, to get caught up on those stories and more that are trending, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brad. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Brad. Coming up later, everybody's still talking about the beautiful gift that Chris Brown gave his beautiful daughter, Royalty. That's a nice gift. We're going to tell you what it is later, Roxy.
What up there, Gary? Well, Sunday Night Football last night, Pittsburgh and Baltimore had a dogfight. Pittsburgh won 39-38. We're going to recap all the football over the weekend in the NFL. Who's going to make the playoffs? Who's not going to make the playoffs? And I'm going to tell you what Muhammad Ali did, the greatest of all time, back in the day on this date, back then, all right? Stay tuned for sports. What up there, Cracklin?
Hey, man, coming up in the hip-hop spot, man, Rick Ross celebrates, but it's with a bittersweet note. Also, Cardi B, she got nervous. What would make her do that? And over the weekend, they was messing with Terrence Howard, man. I don't know if y'all was so social to say, man. Give him a hard time, man. I'll tell you what that was all about. A few other things coming up next to the hip-hop spot. Time right now is 29 minutes after the top of the hour. It's my morning show, man.
Craig's hip-hop spot.
All right, time right now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. Here's what's going on in the world of hip-hop, man. Rick Ross and a lot of other hip-hop notables took it to Miami for the weekend for Art Basel, which is like, a big celebration of arts and culture, a little dash of music. The parties be ultra lit. You ever been to Art Basel?
No, but I want to go.
It's always during a time, and I have no reason not to go. It's just you always hear about it.
Right, after.
Like right when it's about to happen. Like, Art Basel's this weekend?
Right.
Well, damn.
You got to damn near book it a year ahead of time after the last one.
Yeah, you're going to be sleeping in a tent on a beach.
Right.
Them hotels is going to be through the roof.
Gone.
Yeah, man. But, he was having a great time. But one of those things that, was kind of bittersweet is the fact that his manager, Black Bo, couldn't be there, which his manager passed recently.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't exactly know how, but, you know what I'm saying? He posted pictures of him on IG. And, and I definitely seen him around Rick Ross a few times, man. And I know anytime you lose a part of the team, man, that's a tough pill to digest.
Yes, it
man.
is.
So, condolences to you and yours and Black Bo's family, man. So, shout out to Rose. Another thing that was definitely a takeaway from Art Basel was there was a notable arrest. Comedian Hannibal Buress got arrested.
Why?
Not Hannibal.
They said public intoxication.
Oh, come on, man.
And I'm gonna try to clean up the audio a little bit better to run it back, but like Hannibal Buress getting arrested sounds exactly like what you think Hannibal Buress getting arrested would sound like, yo. What y'all arresting me for, man? Like he was trying to talk to the cops for like 15 minutes or more, man. And long story short, they ended up putting him in the cop car, taking him away. I was reading somewhere that Judd Apatow got him out.
Jesus.
But it is what it is, man. Moving on, another hip-hop news. Cardi B, she popped up again on the rap tip. She was on this song called Yeah on Quality Control's new Control the Streets Volume 1 compilation. She wrote on Instagram, this is the first time I ever got in the studio with Offset. I did the song Lick way before he was featured on it. And anyways, I was too nervous because he was looking at me like, let's see if she really be doing this stuff on her own. Then she got on the booth and she's like, yo, I had to show his ass why he had to put a ring on his finger. So I'm gonna take a listen to that later on today. I didn't get a chance to check
I think
out
Cardi
that.
gonna be around for a while. A lot of people think she gonna be here today, gone tomorrow. I think she gonna be in here for a little bit.
Yo, if nothing else, man, like, You know, because I was seeing her rip, like, large stadiums before she even had Bodak Yellow out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, her cult fans, like, you know, really ride or die for her. And then, like, these new tunes she's been doing, been crushing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it ain't safe, it ain't safe.
Let that girl be great, please.
Yo,
leave her alone. Let her
No
be
Limit
great.
verse. Have you heard on Juicy J's Kama Sutra?
Yes.
Yo, like, I mean, like, yo, she got the heat.
Yeah.
It's almost like bringing you back to Little Kim when, like, you know, when you knew Little Kim was on something, you just gonna wait to see, like,
You wanted to see what she was going to say.
Yeah. Like, what weird sexually arousing rap do you have for me today? I'm here for this. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that.
I know. I'm saying that's just me. It's just me and the guys, man. Last little thing I got for you, movies over the weekend. Number 1 is Coco. Made another $18 million. Justice League came in at number 2. But I want to tell y'all about a movie that dropped that y'all need to not sleep on. We talked about it briefly on Dish, and I was the only person that was here for it. It was called The Disaster Artist. That movie was great.
You were here for that.
Yo, I went to go see it the other day. I was like stuck in New York because like, you know, the weather was bad, like trying to leave.
Yeah.
So like me and my uncle, we went to the movies and did a double header. We saw that and this movie, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. But The Disaster Artist,
It was good.
James Franco is one of the best actors of our generation.
Right.
He murdered it. It's a movie about the worst movie ever made. And he does such a great job in it. And you got a bunch of like comedians in it. Seth Rogen's in it. Hannibal Buress is in it.
Okay.
Dave Franco and a bunch of other cats. It's super lit. So be sure you go check that out. The Disaster Artist. That's it for me. Coming up next hour, they messing with Terrence Howard, man.
I'm talking about Terrence, man.
They won't leave him alone over the weekend, man. I'm gonna tell you why. And we need those wake up calls, Brad.
8669 Ricky, hit us up. 1-866-9 RICKEY. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Call us up, man.
It's the Rickey Smiley.
This segment is brought to you by Taco Bell. Finding the right last minute can be tough, so why not give something that's impossible not to love? That's tacos. That's right, this holiday season when you buy a gift card of $25 or more at Taco Bell, they'll give you any combo you want for free. Because if you're the kind of person that's actually willing to give away tacos, then you're also the kind of person that deserves to receive tacos too. All right, so happy holidays from Taco Bell. All right, y'all, get at me. I got your wake-up call. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
No doubt. No, Rick, you know, with the holiday season being upon us right now, right? People be trying to figure out ways to, you know, cut corners and, you know, and get a little bit less for more. Or even get more things brought to them. So you know what Pizza Hut just started doing now? In addition to delivering pizza?
What?
They're now delivering beer, bro.
Oh, for real?
Why go up and pick up the struggle when you can bring the struggle to you?
You call it the swag, got to be the struggle, right?
You know, because you know sometimes after you pound back a few, then all of a sudden you're not yourself. You're slurring your speech, and next thing you know, you find yourself crashing through the the coffee table in the middle of your living room.
It's the struggle crack.
Yeah, but it's struggle to you. It's like, you know, like, because like some people, like, you know, like especially if you have a spouse or somebody in your crib that drink, or like, you know, maybe the, you know, crazy uncle or whatnot, you know, oh man, I love when he goes to the bar and gets drunk because, like, you know, they deal with that there. But now when the struggle could be delivered directly to your house, people become prisoners of their own home.
Yes.
Beer and pizza?
What? Ain't got
Do the beer be cold? Do it come on ice? You know, black folks like their beer on ice, and they like to take the top of the beer can and spin it around to make sure it get ice cold before they crack it. At least that's what I see my granddaddy do.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I've ever drank a beer at my house, like, ever.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really a beer dude. Yeah. You know, like, I drink, like, if I drink, I drink, like, socially.
Right.
Like, if I'm in a place I don't want to be, I'm pounding back a few.
Now, I tasted my grandmama beer before, and it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I just can't do the taste.
It is nasty. I'm sorry.
And some people drink it like water.
They do.
It's a wonder I don't drink and smoke because, you know, my grandma used to make me go light the cigarette on the stove all the time.
Hey, it was fun back then.
Right, they said, bring your ass over here and taste this beer. This right here gonna keep you from drinking.
You know, job well done. Because, like, I remember, like, having a sip of some beer when I was a kid. I'm like, yo, why do y'all drink this?
Right?
Yeah.
Right, I don't know. Then you get that beer belly.
Yes.
So, are they? Is it a particular brand they gonna deliver? Is it in a 6-pack? And see, it ain't gonna work with black folks. Cause black folks buy a case. Black people don't buy a 6-pack. Black people go get a case. Am I right? Am I right, Brad?
So true.
Am
so
I right,
true.
Brad?
Nobody with no 6-pack. They drink that so fast.
At all, we need a case.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
they doing 6-packs.
Wow. That ain't gonna work with black folks. All right, they're like, they say, you want some beer? No, we straight. We straight. We straight. We're gonna go right next door to Pizza Hut and buy a case of beer and let Pizza Hut come from next door to bring the pizza. So that ain't gonna work with us. So.
Yeah, you know, they started in Phoenix. It's gonna hit the rest of the country now. If somebody wise up and start delivering Henny.
Right.
That's
The only six-pack black people will drink is Miller High Life. So they'll take that in a six-pack. But when it comes to them Budweisers...
or them Coronas.
What?
Baby. My Uncle Poke love Ice House. He will drink the big cans of Ice House. I'm like, ooh.
That's my boy. That's Ro and Fred and Boo Boo, all them when they come over and watch the game. But they bring that thing on Ice House over there and it be looking good. And then every time I stick my hand in the cooler to get one, man, they'll be about to tell me like, man, stop playing. Your lame ass don't drink.
And then they get mad if you take a sip or open it because they know you're going to waste it.
Right.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the wake-up calls. 4 minutes after an hour. Let's go.
Wake up, feel it. Go to school or work and deal with.
You tired. That's up. Wake them up. Wake up. Wake up. Get on up. Hey. Wake up. Keep hitting that damn alarm. Early in the morning. Get on up. Hey. Wake up.
Daniel Rashid Ruffin calling from the 706 of Columbus. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Leanne is calling from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm calling to wake up my boyfriend Derek and our kids. My fifth is here. Mariah, Malik, and Serenity, wake up.
Hi, this is Agent Hurd. I'm waking up Anarian Edwards, Grantville, Georgia, saying happy 14th birthday. I love you, son.
This is Zebo Black, Mr. Man Down from Macby, South Carolina, man. I've been calling all my co-workers, man, let them know, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Feel it. When the school or work you deal with.
You tired. That's up. Wake them up. Wake up. Wake up. Get on up. Hey. Come on, wake up.
My name is Houston. My wake-up call is going to Taraya, Lindsay, and Kashanya, coming from Miami, Florida. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Sean, Cleveland, Ohio. And I want to tell all the urban community to wake up and stop all this senseless killing amongst y'all. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Chris calling from LaGrange, and I'd like to wake up all of the girls at Infinity Tax Service. That's Cassie, Tawanda, Kesey, Nikki, and Lily. Get up, get up, get up.
Yeah, this is James Hop. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to wake up the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Call them out, so let's go.
Wake up.
Baltimore. Wake up.
Atlanta.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Jackson.
Wake up.
Fayetteville.
Wake up.
Lafayette.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, thank you, Giselle.
Welcome, Ricky.
6 minutes. Giselle, I was talking about you on stage last night.
Oh, Lord.
You got fans. Hey, Brad, Giselle got fans out there.
I know she got fans everywhere.
I'm talking about regular size.
Everybody wants some of the juice, Ricky.
What you got, Greg?
All right, man, it's been brought to you by Amazon Music Unlimited. Tens of millions of songs, one for every moment. For a limited time, only sign up today and receive 3 months for 99 cents at www.amazon.com/music unlimited. It automatically renews and you can cancel anytime. So you can live that lifestyle like Rich Gang and Young Thug.
Hey.
Trending topics.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment is brought to you by Taco Bell. That's right, y'all. Hey, looking for a last-minute gift? Taco Bell got you covered. Buy a gift for $25 or more and get a free combo only at Taco Bell. All right, Brett got your front page coming up next. But first, let's take a look at hip-hop. What you got, Crack?
What up, Rick? Beef. It's what's for dinner, man. Remy Ma and Azalea Banks were going at it over the weekend on Instagram and Twitter and Instagram Live. Basically, Azalea Banks was trying to call Remy Ma out for always going to Nicki Minaj. Here's what Azalea had to say.
The reason that she got a Grammy nomination was because of French Montana's hook and the money they put into Fat Joe's comeback. That was not a fucking Remy Ma moment. You want to Nicki Minaj's you clearly because everything that comes out of your mouth, any like rap, any art that you do is directed to her. Like, don't try to look me in that bucket with you. And you try to blast Nicki Minaj as a sex type. Like anybody wants to see little ass papoose climb on your big gorilla back.
Wait a minute, what was that? Who was that?
That was Azalea Banks. Teeing off for Remy Ma. And Remy Ma also clapped back via Instagram Live.
Gotta write some raps. That's not a diss rap.
But that's still
I guess we
Azalea.
close that fit.
Go on with your life. Leave me alone. Let me and my husband do my black love thing. Let me get my checks. Let me put out my records with Little Kim, an icon. One of the most added records, one of the most increases in airplays. I'm okay with that because I came from nothing. Stop it. Stop it. The day that I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it, I'm going to violate you.
Wait a minute. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I mean, you just got to kill them with the results, man. People going to say what they're going to say. You kill them with results. Moving on. Last little thing I got for you. They coming at Terrence Howard, man. I got to kill the music for this. For those who don't know, Terrence Howard over the weekend, said, I was supposed to originally be Vin Diesel's part in Fast and the Furious. So once he made that statement, the internet took their opportunity to literally put Terrence Howard in everything. Ant-Man, Wonder Woman.
Right.
They got to play in Bang. And then there was one part where they had Spider-Man chilling with his mask over his suit. Hey, what about my uncle, man? Did you give him a chance, huh, man? Did you? It was one joint that had a picture with him as Batman, right? And he's like, hey, Superman.
I seen that one.
You bleed, man. Yo, man, I just actually tweeted the link that had a whole bunch of them on there, man. So if you follow me on Twitter, man, check out that last little link I posted, man. You can see the whole joint.
There it is. I appreciate it, Crack. Let's take a look at the front page. Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad, and these are the headlines that are trending right now at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. A group of women accusing President Trump of sexual misconduct are holding a news conference at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time in New York City. That is something none of us want to miss. We will be totally tuned in here at the radio station. Also, every Chicago police.
Okay.
Yes, we need everything to get him up.
I'm going to dress up like Bernie Jenkins and get my ass up there.
What you going to say, Ricky? What you going to say?
I don't know. He touched me.
Did he make you whole? He touched me.
Terrence Howard going to be like, me too, man.
Also, every Chicago police officer is now equipped with a body camera. Mayor Rahm Emanuel announced yesterday that over 7,000 officers are now outfitted with the devices more than a year ahead of schedule, which is awesome for Chicago. In other headlines, the death toll from Hurricane Maria has risen to 64 in Puerto Rico. Officials added 2 more storm-related deaths to the official total. The overall death toll could be much higher, according to several news organizations. Also, the fire crew, I'm sorry, I keep saying, I want to keep laughing. I keep thinking about Bernice Jenkins at this press conference. And fire crews in California are hoping for a break as the 5th largest blaze in the state's history continue to spread. And last but not least, what age were you when you were no longer afraid of Santa Claus? Most people say it was at the age of 8. That's the age we generally want to wait up for Santa Claus with milk and cookies. What about you, Rick?
Yeah, I think about 9. I think 9 or 10. I think mine spilled all over to about 11 or 12.
You were scared of Santa?
I was scared. I believed in Santa Claus still.
Okay.
Yeah, that was hard to get me out of, yeah, man, because Christmas was special in the project.
Yes, it was.
Best ever.
Yes, it was. Well, you guys, to get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brett. What up with them sports rock teasers?
What out there bringing it tat? Last night, Sunday night football, Pittsburgh knocked off Baltimore 39-38. That was a dog fight, man. Pittsburgh clinched the AFC North. Ben Roethlisberger became the first quarterback to throw for 3 500-yard games in a career. They dedicated that game to linebacker Ryan Shazier, who's still in the hospital after undergoing spinal stabilization surgery, man. So he's doing good. Other football recap, the Eagles, they clinched the NFC. They got the number 1 seed. Eagles beat the Rams 43-35. Quarterback Carson Wentz, he's gone for the season? No. ACL tore it, man, in his knee. So we're going to see what happens after that. Seahawks lose to Jacksonville. But this Seahawks story, defensive lineman Quentin Jefferson was ejected from the game from fighting. He was leaving the field, and a fan threw a beer can at him, almost hit him in the head, and he tried to climb over the wall to go after the fan.
I don't blame him.
Allegedly, he was also called the N-word.
I'm a man just like the other man in the stands. And I'm not gonna let somebody disrespect me, throw a beer on me. Like, just because I'm playing football, I'm still a human being, I'm still a man. I'm walking, I'm not talking to nobody, I'm walking out, somebody throw a beer, and somebody throws another drink. What would you do?
You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see what happens with that right there. In the meantime, the Dallas Cowboys, they beat the Giants. They playoff hopes are still alive. And speaking of Dallas Cowboys, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, you know, he signed his extension contract last week worth up to possibly $200 million. Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones put forth a resolution to table the contract talks for 6 months. They got a special league meeting this Wednesday, so Jerry will be able to express his thoughts and concerns about the commissioner authority pertaining to league discipline and issues. And over the weekend, 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, quarterback out of OU, Baker Mayfield. We knew he was going to win it. He becomes the first walk-on player in scholarship era to win the Heisman Trophy.
Wow. Coach Stoops, you welcomed a chubby, unathletic kid into the program with open arms. I wouldn't say that many would do that, but thank you. My family, you guys made sacrifice after sacrifice just so I could chase my dreams. Wouldn't be here without you.
Can you believe that? He walked on at AU. He didn't even have a scholarship. That's what I'm talking about. And last but not least, man, Miami Marlins reportedly agreed to a trade to trade their MVP, Giancarlo Stanton, to the New York Yankees. There it is, player.
There it is. I appreciate that, Roxy. What you got coming up next, Gary?
Coming up next, y'all, Chris Brown, the beautiful gift he gave his daughter, y'all. Everybody's raving about it. We're going to talk about it next.
The Rickey Baby.
All right, y'all, Rick Brown on the show. It's the bottom of the hour, and Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Yep, and Gary C is brought to you by Duracell. Get trusted power of Duracell batteries before Christmas morning so you can spend less time driving to the store and more time around the tree. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Haircrack. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about it, Ricky. What does a wealthy man like Chris Brown give his beautiful spoiled daughter as a gift? Well, Chris gave his beautiful daughter a monkey. He gave her a beautiful pet monkey, y'all.
Or a stuffed animal.
No, he gave her a beautiful,
a
real monkey, babe. They said, you know, he gave her a beautiful monkey. They said, can you remember? Now, Michael Jackson, who claimed to be a child, y'all, they say who never grew up, he owned a pet chimpanzee named Bubba. Now, they say for years, y'all, Bubba lived a luxury life, y'all, with an endless supply of bananas and everything. Well, Chris Brown's little pet monkey to his daughter, people are saying, that's not right.
Why?
They say because the problems you have, Ricky, with pet monkeys, they say, first of all, they need constant attention. They say a pet monkey cannot do without your attention when life gets busy or circumstances changes. They say monkeys are very expensive, honey, to house. They say you need a secure enclosure, proper permits, and sometimes additional insurance on them. Then they say monkeys are jealous of new people, too. So just think when, honey, when little Roy to bring her friends around or whatever, or Chris decided to come visit, and the monkey might not recall him and get jealous and might want to fight him and whatever. Then they say sometimes
they'll attack you too.
Yes. Yeah. So how could he get that child a monkey?
I mean, a lot of people have pet monkeys. Brad, have you ever met Bubbles?
I didn't meet Bubbles, but I really wanted a monkey real bad after I saw Michael Jackson.
How much monkeys cost, Brad? What's the process?
They're pretty expensive, and I believe they're considered wild animals. So you kind of have to have a lot of
permits and what have
permits and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So and it's hard to gauge a monkey. They might turn on you.
Yes,
I don't know how safe that is, but maybe I'm sure he got it from a top-notch place, and he's making sure that it's okay.
Well, because his daughter Roger holding the monkey, and the little monkey looking up at her, honey. I don't know. He might try to attack.
just like that bear take that white woman sitting in that chair. That bear, put that video up. That white lady was sitting in that chair. She was getting ready to do her interview. She ain't never seen that bear. That bear was happy. The bear was dancing. And then when that bear saw that white lady, that white lady had just got her hair fixed. That bear looked over at that white lady and tore her ass up.
Tore it up.
Y'all
One slap.
Yeah, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com and look at the video what happened. You want to get your wild animal? Look at what happened to that white lady sitting up there with that bear. She told all her friends to make sure y'all watch it.
I'm gonna go see this Moo, honey. Watch us on the news.
What's the name of the bear, Gary?
Moo. Watch us on the news with it.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
how long that. Y'all one of my
Moo-moo
favorite.
sitting there, Moo-moo looked around. Moo-moo, first of all, Moo-moo smelled that white diamond perfume. Yeah. Then Moo-moo looked over there, looked up and down like, he said, who in the hell is you? Moo-moo took our ass down. It took about 5 people to get Moo-moo off that white lady game.
I'll be almost late for school. I ain't getting out the car till here, Gary.
It is 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. Hey, man, believe it or not, man. Hey, John Lyon. What up, butt, man? I'm broadcasting live from Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, man, yo, you had a show down there over the weekend?
Nah, I performed in Dallas last night, but I just on my way home. So let me stop at Jackson, do the morning show. Actually, broadcasting from 977. So that's the station we on in Jackson, Mississippi. So I'm happy to be here. I think it's WRBJ. What up, boy?
I'm good, man. Yo, definitely got to big up everybody that came out to all the events and clubs I did over the weekend. Straight international vibes, man. So definitely big up everybody. Of course, just link me Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at JAH Lion Zone.
There it is, pimpin'. All right, Black Tony, where you at, man?
Hey, sorry, I think y'all call the police for real, son.
Call the police for what?
Only killed. I got warrant, cuz.
Say what?
Call them folks for real, son.
Wait a minute, what?
So the sun done happened, so the sun done happened, so.
Bro, it's Monday morning. It's too early for something to be happening.
I know, so that's so cool. I know, so I was out. So I went out pancake now. We was out drinking, so we was out drinking. And somebody gave us on their hand up.
Somebody
dude
what?
drinking with us. So they gave us, we was drinking some hand. So
Right.
I see somebody put something in my drink, so
What, in your Hennessy?
Yo, so look what happened, so. I told them, because they had left early. I was trying to holler at their girl, right?
Yeah.
So they had left early, so I told them to call me or you. So I told them to call me one of you folks to come get me.
Yeah.
So somebody, they called me a cow, so.
What?
Hey, Rick,
Yeah.
be getting out, but.
Where you at?
Cause I don't know where I'm at, so I'm in the trunk of this taxi cab, so I ain't got nothing on, but my drawers on a white beater, so my hand tied up. So my hand tied up. I'm in the back of this. I'm in the trunk of this car. So
Is your hand tied up in the front or in the back?
So they tied up in the front, one in the front, one in the back. So they might take those.
So how you calling us? How you calling us on the cell phone, Black Tony?
You asking too many questions, so but I ain't gonna make it to work though. So I been kidnapped. I believe they take
No,
me
dog.
to be a sex slave or something. So
A sex slave? Nah, Black
I
Tony.
heard they be taking photo. They be taking photo to Mexico. But
Hey, Black Tony, when I talk to you about hanging out with Pancake and doing all this extra, man, if you would have went to sleep like everybody else, you would have been at work today.
Hey, Crackhead and Beyonce, they know about these phones. Ask them, do I got a PSG on my phone, so?
You got a what?
A PSG on my phone, so.
What is that?
Find me, so.
A pig.
A
Do I
pig?
got a SPG, what they call it, so?
A GPS?
Yeah.
Do I got one on my phone? Good. I got an iPhone 4.
So Black Tony, this is the only thing that's throwing me off right now. How you managed to call in with your hand in the trunk, with your hand tied in the front and one hand tied in the back? How you managed to call in?
So I didn't figure it out. I'm laying on my side, so my phone right here by my face. So they right here. I hit my head. So they right here by my face. So I call the police. So they tell them to put the PGS on my phone. So they tell them to come find me. Cause I believe they're gonna make me be a sex slave. So.
Yeah, dog. They gonna take you over there, dog. They gonna get you. They gonna get you right, Black Tony.
So I ain't got nothing on my money. So I ain't nothing on my sausage drawer.
Hey, Black Tony, let me make a deal with you. If I call the police, man, and we rescue you, man, you promise you gonna come to work tomorrow.
Yo, so that be there. Y'all gotta go get
Dog, on everything, Black Tony. You promise you coming tomorrow.
So on everything I love. So that be there. So you gotta get
on what?
Before they give me
on everything like what? On everything like what, Black Tony?
So I put it on my grandmama, but I put it on my favorite auntie, but I put it on my little cousin, so I put on my dog, so I put on all my kids, so I put on everything, so I put on my mama, so
I
put it on everything, so look. But I ain't gonna make it today though, so so did my
send me your location. Send me your location.
Send me your location, so what that so I don't know what means. That's why I said you need to put a picture on my phone, so
send me your location.
So I don't know my location.
Dog, it's a butt. it's a button on there that you can hit, man, and I can send the police right to where you at.
I can't get my hands loose.
Well, how you call us then?
Sorry, go help me. Sorry.
Blitz on. All right, look. All right, Blitz on. Hey, we gonna try to rescue you because Gucci gonna be up here in about an hour.
Gucci gonna be well in about an hour. Sorry.
Up here at the radio station.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep my way out the trunk. Sorry, I'm gonna keep this damn. I'm gonna keep this damn trunk. Sorry, you gonna get me up out of here. Sorry, get out, Blitz on. Sorry, I'm gonna be out there. Sorry.
Get out, Blitz on. Get out, Blitz on.
Still to come on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. It's Christmas. Where are my background singers? Woo! Where are my background singers? Next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Turn the city out.
Oh my God, Rickey is
The cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
Yes, I love him, and I met him one time.
Picture this.
He was just so warm and down to earth.
Yeah.
All of y'all, okay? This is what we do.
He is just ghetto fabulous. It really is.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, so here's a clip that was sent to me. It's all over Facebook. Patti LaBelle was singing this Christmas without her background singers. So this is absolutely crazy because, Brett, I'm sure everybody need their, background singers,
Yes.
right? So here's what happened. Here we go, Rock.
Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. It's Christmas. Where are my background singers? Woo! Oh, baby, I can't say all words of the big words. I don't know the song. It's Christmas. I'm gonna have them all I can. Because I don't have the right words and I have no background singers. Oh, this is gonna be a very Merry Christmas for you and me. Yes. Yeah. Where my background singers? Presents and cards.
Gotta keep going.
My world is filled with cheer and oh my God, this Christmas, lights twinkle all around. Next card, honey, next card.
Yes, and
What?
We'll be caroling through the night.
There they go.
Christmas will be
Where they come from?
a very special one for you and me.
Everybody with the workers. They said, grab a mic, let's go.
That was who?
That was the employees in the backstage. They said, go get a mic.
What'd you say, Brett?
he said that was the employees from
It's the
backstage.
employees. You do the tenor. I'll be the alto.
That was the dude that be pulling the rope to open the curtain.
I think I like that version better than the real version, though,
Right.
man.
The show must go on, but how does she not know the words to that song?
Well,
But she punched in the right spots. So,
She did hit the right spots.
Wow.
She knew the hook.
Wow.
She said, oh.
What'd you say, Brett?
Man, here goes the dude who did know the lyrics, man. Chris Brown one time.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
More music in the morning.
They have good music.
And it goes a little something like this.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your front page coming up next, y'all. Front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Boy, I came on stage to this Brett in Huntsville. Man, it was so turned up in Huntsville. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is what's trending right now.
Trending topics.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 minutes after the hour. Brent got your front page coming up next. But first, let's take a look at hip-hop. What you got, Crack?
Yes, and the front page is being brought to you by WeFixMoney.com. You want that money, don't you? Well, listen, WeFixMoney.com can put up to $2,000 in your account, sometimes in less than 24 hours. So there it is, WeFixMoney.com. And one person who definitely does not need WeFixMoney.com is P. Diddy. You know, Forbes is once again counting people's money, and he is number one as it relates to hip-hop, like being in the hip-hop culture, pulling down money for the year of 2017. He made a whopping $130 million pre-tax. It's heavy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of cake, man. Especially for, you know.
Wait, but who you say again?
P. Diddy.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm not shocked.
I mean, especially when you look at all the things he has his hands in. You had the Bad Boy reunion tour. You know, Ciroc Vodka is still a very viable thing. Sean John's still moving some numbers in department stores. So, you know, we get into it. You also had Jay-Z, who was also in the running as well. Well, actually, no, Beyonce came in number 2. She made $105 million, and she was the only other artist to rake in nine figures for the year of 2017. Jay-Z was actually number 19 on the list this year, making $42 million, which is still ain't nothing to sneeze at, though.
Right.
But Drake is actually number 3. He made $94 million. Drake made more money than Jay-Z last year. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, who would have thunk it? Moving on, another hip-hop news. Art Basel, it's very much a thing. Took place over the course of the weekend in Miami, and not everybody made it out unscathed. Comedian Hannibal Buress was arrested for public intoxication, but he played it cool. He was telling the cops, "Why are you arresting me? Why are you arresting me, man?"
What?
Yo, like somebody videotaped the whole situation, man. But like it was as cool and laid back as you would think Hannibal Buress getting arrested would be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, people go to Miami to drink, especially when you're on South Beach.
Right.
Man, you all the way lit. Speaking of all the way lit, man. Yo, man, like I went to New York, man, to debut my brand new single over the course of the weekend, right?
Right.
And I did this thing called the 5 Fingers of Death freestyle. I'm not blowing my own horn. I'm not that guy. I don't do that.
Did you kill it though?
Can I jump in? Hey,
go ahead, Kay.
I listened to it on Sway. Oh my God.
People actually online saying,
oh my God.
People have been saying it's actually the best 5 Fingers of Death that they've ever seen.
Dog, if you ain't on the next
BET Hip Hop Awards?
Boy.
Yeah. My people, we on that.
You
But anyway,
bodied
if you want to hear the 5 Fingers of Death freestyle, man, go to headcrack.com. I posted it just a second ago. Check it out, man. You know, I'm just out here trying to work, man. I just want to be heard.
I'm a fan now. I want to take a picture with you.
Let's get it. For this and other stories, so follow on Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, HEADKRACK. But check out that 5 Fingers of Death freestyle. Thanks, Kay.
All right, there it is. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's take a look at the front page. Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good
In
morning,
your Patty
everybody.
LaBelle voice.
Good morning. She's the ad-lib queen, baby. She made that thing work. She's the queen of the show must go on, and I commend her for that. So, good morning, everybody. These are the headlines that are trending right now at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Well, multiple reports say there's been an explosion at New York City's Port Authority bus terminal. Several witnesses say people were running for the exits, and there's a large police presence on the scene. The terminal handles about 250,000 passengers a day, so we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with that. We praying for those people. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Meanwhile, a group of women accusing President Trump of sexual misconduct are holding a news conference at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time in New York City. He probably done made the explosion happen, so don't nobody want to watch the thing at 10:30 because that's what they do. They try to distract us so we're not paying attention. Yeah, so we're not paying attention to what's really going on. And it's about him, too. I want to hear it. I want everybody all over the nation that's listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show to tune in to this conference at 10:30 a.m. because, yes, I knew it was going to come out about him because he's the one that said something about grabbing them by the you-know-what. Anyway, every Chicago police officer is now equipped with a body camera. Mayor Rahm Emanuel announced yesterday that over 7,000 officers are now outfitted with the devices more than a year ahead of schedule. And the fire crews in California are hoping for a break as the 5th largest blaze in the state's history continues to spread. And finally, what is the biggest compliment for people during the Christmas holidays? Neighbors who overlight their house with Christmas lights.
Man.
Not compliment. I'm sorry. Complaint. Yes, I'm sorry. Compliment, complaint.
You talking about my granddaddy and Mr. Lockhart across the street having a competition.
A light competition.
I'm talking about my granddaddy and Mr. Lockhart across the street, man. They lights actually show up on the satellite from the space shuttle. I mean, a plane almost landed on this street thinking it was the runway.
That is too much.
Yeah, that's my Uncle Bro and my Uncle Sugar and Miss Lockhart across the street from them.
Oh my
It
goodness.
is just lit up. Everybody else lights dim. Mr. Robinson ain't got no lights. Miss Merchant ain't got no lights. Mr. Greg Turner, he ain't got no lights. Everybody else lights dim. Nobody have full power because my granddaddy and Mr. and Miss Lockhart across the street. Mr. Charles Lockhart, Miss Brenda Lockhart, my granddaddy Ernest Smiley, and Eugene Smiley and Bandit Smiley has taken up all the lights over there in their community. And it's a shame they ain't got no kids. Chuck, Jason, and Jared, grown men. I'm grown. Uncle Bruce grown. I don't know why they putting up still Christmas lights. And then Granddaddy and Uncle Bro got the light bulb that you screw in from back in the old day. There is no wattage over there by A.G. Gaston Villa where my granddaddy and Muslim Miss Lockhart across the street. Why?
To get caught up on those stories and more than the trending, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brad. What you got, Gary?
Coming up next, y'all, Gabrielle Union is speaking out her against an actress. You wouldn't believe what she had to say. Coming up next.
Uh-oh.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, it is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day, Gary.
Yep, Gary's Tea is brought to you by Walgreens. Are you ready for the holidays? You can count on Walgreens for holiday essentials and small gifts to top off your list. Plus, they got just what you need to be ready in time for the holidays. Walgreens, what up, Gary?
Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's still talking about Gabrielle Union, honey, the wonderful actress whom we have come to love, y'all. But Ricky, she has that book out, you know, she said, can we have some more wine and what have you. And she talked about an actress that people are saying, how could she say this? She talked about little Miss Ryan Destiny. Now, if you don't know who Ryan Destiny is, she's an actress on Star. Well, she said she met Ryan Destiny at a party, and, you know, because people were saying, honey, that, you know, oh, Gabrielle, you have an actress out here that looks just like you. She could be your daughter. Her name is Ryan Destiny. Well, honey, Miss Gabrielle Union just didn't really take well to that. She said, just the night before, she said, I had to attend a pre-Oscar cocktail party for women in film. She said, there I met a young actor named Ryan Destiny. She said she had appeared in the Lee Daniels series Star. She said, I heard that she looked like me, and I saw her in person, and she looks like I literally gave birth to her. Gab 2.0, only better. She said then she recalled the brief exchange that they had, which led her to having a not-so-polite thought about the young star who was having a fangirl moment after meeting little Miss Gabrielle Union. She said, oh, my God, she said, I'm finally meeting you. This is amazing. What are you, 12, 22? She said, cock. She said, I admire you so much. She said, if you could mentor, and now this girl asked Miss Gabrielle Union, oh, if you could mentor me. You know what Gabrielle Union said?
What?
Bitch, F you.
What?
She said, baby, I said, bitch, F you, I thought. She said, when she asked me to mentor her, she said, you want me to mentor you? She recalled, she said, the press is literally calling you the next Gabrielle Union, except she can sing and dance. She said, I smiled, and the photographers came over. She said they needed to document that moment of, look who's old. That is something.
Oh, man.
Ricky,
Wait a minute. What? The girl said that about Gabrielle Union?
No, Gabrielle Union said it about the girl. You see, because the girl, Ryan Destiny.
The little dark-skinned, cute girl from Star.
From Star, she resembles Gabrielle Union a little bit. And people were saying it. Well, people were telling Gabrielle that this actress resembles her. Well, when they finally met and she saw the girl, and, you know, with Gabrielle being a little older than Ryan, she felt a certain kind of way, honey. And, you know, Miss Ryan was like, oh, girl, you could mentor me and all. And she like to herself, honey, F you.
And she said that to her?
She said it in her head.
In her head or to her?
No, she said, now Gabrielle said it in her head, but she didn't say it to the girl, but she put it in the book. She got it in her book, though. That's what she was saying. And you know, and a lot of people wonder about. I mean, do you ever have? I mean, you have anybody that that people say resemble you, and they came up and finally met you, and then they want to ask you to mentor them, and you're like, I wish the hell I would, because honey, you're about to have my damn job because I'm getting older, and you think I'm going to show you the ropes of how this job is done, and that's exactly what that was.
Well, Gary, I think sometimes you need to pay it forward. Like I don't know. I don't think I've ever been like that. Of course, when you see people coming up in your lane doing what you do, you feel like, oh, man, it just make me want to step my game up even more. And, sometimes you have to pay it forward. I don't mind teaching people cadences and how to flow. Like, I have the blueprint. I've been there. I'm successful. So why would I not help somebody else? I wouldn't be like, BF you.
Yeah, well.
Like, no.
Like she did. So,
right.
And
I definitely try to help and mentor people.
Yeah.
And stuff, because see, man, it's not all about you.
That's right.
You have to pass it on, and
they need guidance, Ricky.
Absolutely, because somebody helped you.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't be selfish and not help somebody. Now, I understand this. You can't help everybody because everybody is not going to appreciate it, and everybody is not loyal.
Right.
Because some people then start to feel entitled once you start helping them.
That's right.
They feel like you owe them something. Their attitude is bad. But if you find you a good mentee, like I found in comedian Marvin Hunter and Rita, from Jackson, Mississippi, man, they are some of the best mentees ever, and I really like working with them, and they awesome. And Big Sean and Special K and some of the other ones. Well, not Special K, he's not a good mentee. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, well, it's just, I'm surprised even Gabrielle even spoke this, let this come out of her mouth, even though she put it in her book. But anyway, bless her spirit. Child.
Well, at least she's being honest about what she's thinking,
Yeah, she's being honest. So, all right, the color today, that's one of my favorite colors. My color today is fruitcake. On the high end, you say fruitcake, and on the low, you say
Gary.
It's Christmas time.
I know, but when you say fruitcake, on the low end, you say Gary.
Oh, you're so special.
Gary with the T.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It's about that time. Special K got news you positively, absolutely cannot use. Brought to you by
Amazon Music Unlimited, a full on-demand music service that redefines music streaming by putting a catalog of tens of millions of songs and thousands of hand-curated playlists and personalized stations, not just at the tips of your fingers, but also on the tip of your tongue. With Amazon Music Unlimited on Echo, discovering new music or listening to favorites is easier and a lot more fun than ever. And for a limited time only, sign up today and receive 3 months for 99 cents at www.amazon.com/music unlimited. Automatically renews and you can cancel anytime. What up, Kay?
Man, you know what it is. Hey, man, shout out to everybody in Memphis, man, who came out to Chuckles Comedy Club over the weekend, man. Had a good little turnout. I was actually proud of myself, man. Good job out there. Good job. Pat myself on the back.
Well done.
Yeah, had a good time, man. Next up, Columbia, South Carolina Comedy House, man. Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Go ahead and get them tickets now, man. Go to that Comedy House and call them and get your tickets now. I'm going to be up there, and it's going to be incredible. Wednesday and Thursday night of this week. All right? Now, Rick, today's news is sponsored by, let me see. Thank you. I couldn't hear myself. Sponsored by Gary with the T's new documentary.
Right.
Wow, I didn't know Gary was into like science and space travel and all that, but he got a new documentary out. It's about the 7th planet from the sun. It's called Let's Talk About Uranus. So
well, I knew you was gonna say Uranus. Can you have to switch that up?
I know. You
done did that about 6 times. Keep saying the same Uranus show.
I know.
It's just like
I know. You saw it coming.
Did you not know what he was gonna say, Rob?
No. Look, I didn't have nothing ready. Don't call me up.
Gary
When you said
and science, I knew you was gonna say something about Uranus.
Rick, you can't call Rick. You can't call me out. You're making me feel unsure of myself now.
Yeah.
In this current climate,
don't do it sponsor. Do it sponsor for Juicy. Spread it around.
No, that can be considered abuse. I think I need to go talk to somebody.
You mess with little people.
No, I'm talking about you making me feel insecure.
Yeah,
I gotta go talk to somebody.
The same punchline.
I gotta go talk to somebody now. I'm finna look. I feel violated.
That's why, if you notice, Roxy started laughing before you did it. We knew you was going to say,
you my boy, though.
Saying science and Gary. I said, oh, here comes the Uranus show.
Okay, look. Look, damn it. I'm about to do a Gary with a TN. Look.
This is Special K.
Okay, look.
I got a whole thing. Gary, I said, here it comes. Uranus.
I got a whole thing now. Listen, this is something new.
Don't say Uranus no more.
This is called Why. I'm done with Uranus, okay?
Right.
I hope it pause.
Yeah, do another
Are you done with
planet.
Ricky's Uranus?
Yeah, Pluto.
Oh, God.
Now, here we go. Today's news, Rock T, is called Why. Just why.
Okay.
Because there's certain things that you just want to know why.
Right.
You know? You just want to know why.
All right.
All right, so, like, why is this dude in North Carolina suing NFL Eagles player Fletcher Cox for boning his wife? I mean, why?
Whoa.
You need to be suing your wife. And why is a dude named Fletcher Cox the perfect sounding dude that would probably drop a hammer on something? I don't know why that name just go with a dude who...
You know, in North Carolina, that's a law. If you mess with somebody's spouse, you can actually sue them.
Yeah, it's called alienation of affection. It's a real thing.
Alienation
of affection.
Of affection.
It's a real thing.
Right.
But here's something even more important. Why do hood fast food workers be offering condiments that don't go with what you ordered just because they ran out of what you asked for?
Like what?
Grape jam with chicken nuggets. Come on, man. Just because it's moist don't mean you need to offer it to me. I asked for barbecue sauce. Now, why was it a dude in line in front of me at the hood, that same hood Mickey D's trying to get a discount on a Big Mac by asking could he get it without the middle piece of bread in there? Ninja, that's a double cheeseburger, dog.
Yeah.
That's just a double cheeseburger, bro.
Right.
But they ain't got that special sauce, though.
With Mac sauce on it. Why does girl...
anybody ever eat that? Don't that middle bread come off of... Are those bottom buns or...
It ain't no bottom bun because it ain't got the brown at the bottom. It's white on both sides. So
it's a middle.
It's a middle
piece.
I haven't had a Big Mac in 20 years.
Me either.
You ought to try one.
Right, tear our stomach up, Ricky.
Hey, if you backed up, it'll definitely take care. It's cheaper than a colonic.
You have to take the screen off the toilet, Ricky.
Oh yeah, you got to take that screen all the way off.
The bathroom, your butt be blowing a bubble.
If you over 40 and eat a Big Mac, you might as well just sit on the toilet while you eating it, cause save you some time.
I mean, it tastes good.
It tastes good going in. It's just when it's coming out though.
Yeah,
but it do taste good going in. I ain't gonna lie.
Looking like a baboon ass.
I'm gonna get one when I leave here.
They call him Pinky.
Hey, guess what? We
all beef, patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed
bun. Oh yeah. You done ran out of time, man.
Yeah, you killed myself with the damn Uranus joke.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
All right, y'all, 12 minutes after an hour, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. If you have any questions concerning child support, custody, you can call right now and talk to Randy Kessler, 866-9RICKE. Randy, good morning.
Morning, Ricky. How are you?
Hey, I'm blessed this morning, man. Well, the first thing people want to know, are there any laws changing as far as custody? And what's up with the 50-50? Is the 50-50 law spreading all over the country?
It's getting there. You know, there's so many men's rights groups out there. All these guys that, you know, get so little time, they fight so hard to get it. The word's getting out, and some of them are getting elected as judges. So, yeah, that's getting out there. There's one new law, which is this tax plan. It might get rid of the deduction for alimony. You know, like you make a little bit of money, Ricky. If you got to pay your wife some alimony, you get a deduction for it. They're going to take that away, so you're not going to want to pay alimony, and then there going to be a lot more poor people that can't get alimony. It's a tough part of that tax plan. There are a lot of problems with the Trump tax plan, right?
Right. So Randy, what you know, in the state of it's just all over the country. Is there a momentum of fathers having more rights and more access to their children?
You know, I'm a firm believer that dads that fight for custody do better than moms, and not because they're better parents, but because a dad is so afraid to fight for custody that if you see a dad fighting for custody, he must be a really good dad and feel like he's got a really strong case. And also, there are a lot of moms that even though they know the dad might be a better parent, I think it's just harder for women to agree to give up custody. There's a stigma on a woman that agrees not to have custody. So some women will say, I'm not doing it. The judge's going to have to make him get custody. So you see a lot of men that end up winning custody, but you got to fight for it. If you got a case, fight for it.
All right, Brett, you had a question?
Well, I got a question real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
So the other day we had Tyrese on the show, right?
Sure.
And one of the revelations or takeaways from that was he admitted that he married his wife at the time to keep her in the country. They had a baby together.
Sure.
And when you make that sort of admission, are you admitting to marriage fraud? Is there anything that could come out of an admission like that? Like, will this affect them in the long run?
So it's hard because once you have a kid in your family, it might come out to hurt her on immigration status because it's what they call a sham marriage. But if you have a kid and you start living together, it's going to be okay. It's sort of look in the old country, right? In the old days, there were arranged marriages. People didn't get married because they loved each other. They had to. That wasn't a basis to get out of it. So if you grow into a marriage, that's fine. But if you get married for that and he admits that and then...
And they're not together anymore.
Right, and she's just trying to get it for immigration purposes, that's a problem for her with the immigration law, not the divorce law.
All right, if you have any questions about Randy Kessler, get at me, 866-9. Do we have any right now? You want to come back?
Let's get it.
All right, go. Good morning.
Randy from Florida. I had my child support stopped for my ex using the fund inappropriately, and now she's refiled to have it started again. So I'm just trying to figure about how custody will affect it because she denies me to see him, and also her just bad spending habits.
Well, you got two issues. One is one thing doesn't have to do with the other. The judge is not going to say you don't have to pay just because she doesn't let you visit, and the judge is going to say he gets to visit whether he pays or not. So you should fight to get to visit, period. And the problem with even if she agreed for you not paying, it's still a child. The judge is going to say if she wants some money to help raise a child, she's going to get something. So my suggestion is pay her something until you get to court so the judge doesn't say, well, you cut her off. And then you can say, Judge, I'm doing the right thing, but I want to see my kid. And then get a good lawyer.
All right. Next call. Good morning.
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. My daughter is 22 years old, and my daughter's mother put child support on me when I lost my job. It's supposed to be based on her being in school full time, but she's been there for like 5 years and she hasn't gotten a degree yet. So obviously she's not going to school full time or not doing what she's supposed to be doing anyway. I've already finished paying, but I still have arrears. Can I get that stopped?
You got to do something. You got to file something with the court because the court doesn't know that she's taking advantage. The court doesn't know that she's been going there for 5 years. You got to file something with the court saying, please declare that I don't owe any more money. And that way you're probably going to still have to pay your arrears because that was due and there's no statute of limitations on that. But don't keep paying it if you can get the court. But the point is get the court to stop it because if you don't get the court to do it, it's going to hang over you forever.
All right, you're on with Randy Kessler. Thank you for your call. Good morning.
Hi, Shabri Green. Shabri Green, I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, my child's father is always on the run. He has an under-the-table job. How do I go about getting the money I need from him?
Be persistent. There are a lot of government agencies nowadays. The Child Support Collection Office in each county, in each city, they've got one. And you know what they do? They do whatever's on their desk. So make sure your case and your file is on their desk. Go there in person. Tell them, look, I'll help you. I'll help you find him. I'll help give you his phone number. You just got to help yourself because you don't trust the government to do anything for you. You got to be there and help them help you.
Y'all are calling in with some really good questions. Excuse my voice. Hey, call 866-9-RICKE while we have attorney Randy Kessler on. More of your calls and questions up next. Rick Smiley Morning. All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's the bottom of the hour, man. And I'm actually broadcasting live from Jackson, Mississippi over at 977 this morning. And big shout out. I got my girl sitting right here. Big shout out.
Timber Cherie. I'm loving it. You are a trip, Ricky.
Hey, the AKA's in the building. They find let everybody know how they can follow you on Instagram.
Make sure you follow us at 977FM. You can find me at Timber Cherie.
And she thick, fella. She thick. Hey, all right, y'all. We got Randy Kessler on this morning. We taking child support questions. Hey, man, we just going to get right to it. Let's go to the calls. Good morning.
My name's Alexis, calling from Jonesboro, calling to see how can we enforce child support payments when the father is out of state.
Alexis, the government's getting pretty good at some things, and that's one of the things they're getting good at. You go to your local county office, the Child Support Collection Office, and they are supposed to go after it. Just got to be a sort of thorn in their side and push them a little bit, but help them. If you can find out where he is, where he's living, who he's staying with, they'll send it and they'll coordinate it with the other state. But just give them as much information as you can and keep calling them. They'll get on it for you, and they don't charge you. They don't do as good a job as private lawyers because they're busy, but they'll get it done.
All right, you're on with attorney Randy Kessler. Good morning.
My name is William. I'm from Georgia. My question is, I was trying to find out, my son lives in Florida. I live in Georgia. He doesn't stay with the mom. He doesn't stay with me. How do I go about that when the kid stays with another person other than the mom?
Well, it depends on, maybe the other person is better than the mom. I don't know who the mom is, and it may be better for your kid. But if you think it's better for your kid to live with you, you got the best rights in the world. A natural parent is always favored over a legal stranger to the child. So if you want to get custody, you got to get a lawyer down in Florida and file something down there. But you got a good shot at it if, unless you got some really bad stuff in your past. If you're a decent person and the other person's a decent person, you win. You're the dad.
There it is. You're on with Randy Kessler. Good morning.
Roy calling from Raleigh. I was calling to find out if you do joint custody, will your child support get lowered?
Yeah, but judges don't like hearing that. You can't make it look like you're trying to get custody so that you get lower support. So, but yes, that's the way it's supposed to work. That the more time you have, then it costs you more money, and the judge has to give you a break so you can use some of that money to buy stuff for your kid, like food, when your kid's with you. The more time you have, the less support you're supposed to pay.
Now, Randy, I had a question real quick. Like, recently I had a friend of mine who his baby mother didn't file on him. He didn't file on anybody else, but the state filed against him.
Right. So what probably happened is the mother of the child probably went and got some government services, got some, medical care or something that the government paid for. The government said, wait a minute, I understand, Mom, you don't have any money, but this child's got two parents, so if the dad's got some money, then the government should get reimbursed, because otherwise we're all paying for that child, right? The taxpayer's paying. So that's sort of what happens sometimes. If they go on Medicare or Medicaid, then the government says, well, we're going to get some reimbursement. They're going to try. But he can probably cut a deal because they're happy to get something.
Gotcha.
There it is, you're on with Randy Kessler. Good morning.
I'm Brianna Francis from Louisiana. My son's dad wants to see him, but the last time he went there, they didn't want to give him back to me. How can he go there, but I'll be sure that I get him back when it's time for me to get him back.
Well, you never want to get the police involved if you don't have to, but if you got a court order that says you got custody, or if y'all never did any court orders, then you got custody, you call the police and you say, that's my kid, and you have the police go over, you say, I don't want to fight, I'm just going to go with you, and I want to get my child back. And the police should enforce that. The police should say, you're in charge, you get your child back. If there's no court order that gives him the right to keep your child from you, then you're in pretty good shape.
And I want to encourage all parents to make sure you keep a copy of your order in your glove compartment at all times. Your child support order, your visitation order, keep it folded up in your glove compartment at all times. So you have to call the police, you have your order right there.
Yeah, and the next best advice is be nice to the other side, no matter how much you hate them, because they can mess with you and you can mess with them. But, do a little bit extra here and there, give them an extra $25 when they need it. That goes such a long way. I know it's hard to do, especially the way you feel.
You're on with Randy Kessler. Good morning.
My name is Deborah. I'm calling for Jackson, Mississippi. And my question is, my child's father has another child, but my child's the oldest one, and he hasn't been put on child support for my child as of right now. But my question is, if I was to put him on child support in the near future, would he have to pay back child support, or do it just start from the day I filed child support?
That's a great question. You just start from now, because the court would say, well, you could have done it a long time ago. If he didn't pay you anything for a long time, you could say, look, here's all the stuff I paid for my kid and he never contributed. Can I get some of it back? But it won't be like you get $300 a month going backwards. It'll get $300 a month going forwards, and maybe something for all the years that he never contributed, if he never contributed. But, yeah, your instincts are right. It's going forward. So if you want it, you ought to file.
All right, Brad. You got a question, Brad?
Yeah, I do. I have a friend, been to prison, got out, has a great life, turned over a new leaf, doing amazing things, got awarded one of her children back, but is having trouble getting the other one back because a family member got custody and does not want to return the child. What should she do?
Well, she's in great shape. That's a great story. And the best thing she has is she's doing a good job taking care of one child. That's the thing a judge is going to be worried about. Well, you've been in prison, you haven't been around your child, you don't know your child. She can say, Judge, let me show you what I'm doing with this other child. Natural parents come first. Natural parents always have a leg up on people that are not naturally parents. If, grandparent, an uncle, an aunt, a friend, they got no relation. We got a right to raise our own kids. So she's got a good case if she gets it in front of a judge.
Hey, Randy, can I ask something real quick?
Yes, sir.
This tax law that I'm just going to switch it up a little bit for politics. Man, what do you think is going to happen to Donald Trump? I know you've been following this Robert Mueller investigation. What do you think is going to happen? What do you predict if you had to predict something?
Oh, my God. I would have predicted a lot of different stuff would have happened a long time ago. I wouldn't predict he'd still be there. But, I'm not good at predicting that kind of stuff. I think, I don't know how he does some of the stuff he does and how some of it sticks. But I think it's the kind of thing where you throw as much stuff on the wall, and if a lot of it sticks, you look all right. So.
Well, damn, Randy, you did a poor job of answering that. But anyway, Randy,
you want to? I'm not a tax lawyer, man.
Yeah, but Randy, let everybody know we really appreciate you coming on the show. But let everybody know how you can be reached. So, they have any questions?
Sure, divorceprotect.com, and you can get our info on there. And if you got a question, you're in another state, I'll try to find you somebody in that state for you. But divorceprotect.com. There's a book if you want it, or there's our information on that website. Thanks for having me on, Ricky and guys.
We miss Randy.
Thank you.
We miss Randy.
Oh, you guys are great.
We miss Randy.
Randy.
One more time, Randy Kessler, y'all.
Yeah.
Praise break coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Put your name on it. Get your praises up.
On the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, man, I am so proud to be broadcasting live from Jackson, Mississippi this morning at WRBJ, man. So glad to be here at 977. Man, so, and just the fact that I'm in Jackson, Mississippi this morning, I'm going to play the Mississippi Mass Choir. A little bit of old school, man. Near the Cross, one of my favorites. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, man, Near the Cross, man. That's a little old school, man. That's the Mississippi Mass Choir, man. Hope you got your praise on, man. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes.